Dhamik stupa is a solid cylindrical structure. The name of the Dhamika suggests its connection with Dhammachakra Pavatana, probably derived from the Sanskrit word Dhameksha or Dharmapadekshika. A clay ceiling of the Sarnath bears inscription of the early medieval age reading Dhamma ka Jayati, the victory of Dhamma. It indicates the stupa was once known as Dhameka or Dharmachakra. The lower part of the stupa has been built entirely from the Chunar sandstone, and with the exception of upper fine courses, the whole of this structure is a solid mass of stone. The stone was adjusted by others by using iron clutches. Chaukhandi stupa is another huge brick structure crowned with an octagonal tower. It is terraced Buddhist structure because of the four-arm plan. It was built in the Gupta period around 4th-5th century Common Era and probably marked the spot where Buddha first time met the Panchavaggiya bhikshus after his Nibbana. The other name of a stupa is Laurika Kudan, related to a legend that a person Lauri on request of his lover jumped from this stupa. The octagonal tower built on the instruction of the Akbar. It is a later development to memorize his father Humayun's one-day shelter in this place. Govardhan, the son of Todarmal, built this canopy in 1588. The Chaukhandi stupa is situated in the south of Dhameka stupa at a distance of 25,000 feet. Xuanzang says that it is a 300 feet structure, and this lofty structure was decorated with precious gems. This stupa has been decorated with rows of niches. It also has no bell-shaped capital, but the summit was crowned with a vase turned upside down, on the top of which was an arrow. The summit seems to be decorated with Amalaka or Purnaghata symbol, and the traditional chhatra of Buddhist architecture was placed over it. Cunningham said that it was built to mark the spot where the Buddha, when returning from Gaya, first met the 5 great ascetics. Cunningham also excavated the stupa in 1835 and found that it was built with the burnt brick laid on clay mortar. The Dhammachakra Jina Vihara of Kumar Devi was the last such structure added to the glory of the Sarnath. This monastery was built partly over the ruins and partly encroaching on pre-existing monasteries. The information of it has been given in the Prashasti issued under her patronage, written in 26 verses in the Nagari character of the Sanskrit. In 1907, John Marshall excavated the ruins of the monastery in the Sarnath, covering the larger portion of the northern and southern sides of the monastery. He discovered the ruins of the late Kushana period, besides large number of sculptures together with the inscription of the Kumar Devi. She, the queen of Gahadwala king Govinda Chandra, was compared in the Prashasti to a spotless moon. She is a kind and benevolent woman like Tarini, who is endowed with the wealth and blessings and usually represented in the Varada Mudra. Monastery number 2 belongs to Gupta age and consists of a central courtyard measuring 27.6 meters square, surrounded by a wall 59.1 cm thick. This wall may have carried the pillars of veranda in form of cells and a row of chambers on the sides. Among the cells, 9 still have survived in the west. From Dharmachakra Jina Vihara up to monastery number 2, a tunnel is built. It is associated with underground temple built near the monastery number 2. The tunnel and underground temple may be built by the Kumar Devi because it is very near to great monastery built by her. It is possible that temple may be for some Vajrayana cult, and tantric rituals would have been performed at this sacred place. The plan of the monastery number 3 are similar to the plan of monastery number 2. This paved courtyard has an underground drain. The architectural style of the monastery suggests that it belonged to the Kushana period. The cell in the south was exposed with the remainder of the veranda in the front. The average height of the wall is 3.05 meters and the thickness of the wall suggests that monastery was a two-story building. The remains of Monastery 4 indicates that its court was at depth of 4.42 meter below the level of the ground. The structural remains show that some cells in the north and the east of the veranda. The pillars are found intercolumned into the wall. Monastery number 5 has been excavated by Major Quito. The architectural design suggests that it was constructed in the Gupta period and was built on the design of the Chatushala Sangharama. It has an open courtyard measuring 15.25 meters square. A series of cells 2.6 meter into 2.45 meter are placed on the four sides. A well has been excavated in the center of the court. In the front of the cells inside the courtyard, there was a veranda supported by pillars. The central structure in the inner part may be the reception of the entrance, the chamber. The porticos consist of one central approach and two guard rooms. Monastery number 6 is situated in the west of Dhamek Stupa. It may be the hospital or Arogyashala on the account of number of vessels and mortars found in the monastery. This structure belonged to 8th or the 9th century and was built upon the ruins of the Gupta structure. Monastery number 7 is a small Sangharama belonging to the medieval age. The monastery consists of the open courtyard measuring 9.15 meters square surrounded by a running veranda and row of cells on all sides. The Chaitya are the most unique representation of the faith before ushering in the image worshipping in the early Buddhism. The Chaityas in the fully developed form consist of a long rectangular half rounded at rear end and divided internally into naves and apse and two side aisles. The aisles are separated from the nave by the pillars and the apse. It contained a large solid stupa as a votive object in the place of an altar. The aisles are column around the apse and it provides a pradakshina path. The nave is covered by a barrel shaped vault and also two aisles by the vault, each of which is usually opposite the Chaitya, and over it appears a huge arch window shaped like a horseshoe. In the Sarnath, on the west of the pillar of the Ashoka, the Chaitya has been excavated with measures 25 meter in the length and 11.58 meter wide with a semicircular apse at its back. The remains suggest that it was destroyed by fire in the post-Gupta period. In Sarnath, a large number of votive stupas are also found. These stupas were built by the devotees and their countless numbers are excavated in and around the Dharma Rajika stupa. There are small objects in the shape of little clay stupa. These offerings may be baked or unbaked, measuring 2 to 3 inches in the height up to the size of a like walnut. The Cunningham says it was a common form of memorial for the common laity. There are votive stupas of average size between 1 to 3 meters in the diameter in the Sarnath. The remains of 129 such stupas are discovered by the archaeologists. The few stupas have images of Buddha in situ, placed on porch-like niches against the domes. These votive stupas are generally built on the top of another stupa, probably because of their limited place in the sacred complex of the Sarnath.